Vibrato, one of the simplest modulation effects out there, and honestly, probably one of the most or more emotional modulations. I'm Nathan from the Worship Journal Guitarist Edition and Worship Calling. We have ourselves a Tone Master Tuesday on a Wednesday because that's when YouTube told me you make every strum count. And that's what I want to talk about today. This is actually going to be the first of many videos that we're going to go over all the different modulations, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of that. But today we're focused on vibrato, and specifically probably the holy grail of vibrato, the Boss VB2. That's what this is modeled after. The analog vibrato in the Tone Master Pro, that's what it's modeled after. And it is very, very just that analog, lush, dramatic vibrato. Now, like I said, this is the first of many videos that we're going to go through over modulation, because I feel like most of us, myself, a lot of us, I believe, don't use a lot of modulation, and I'm just going to blame it on the 80s. I'm just going to say it. I think it's because of the 80s. There was, you just had that 80s chorus. We had that jet engine flanger, the seasick vibrato. You had just always felt over the top, especially now in the context of the style of music that I play now. It was just always... that era seemed to have modulation on 10 on everything, and I think it just kind of left a bad taste in everybody's mouth. I shouldn't say everybody's mouth, but it did in mine. So I've historically have stayed clear of modulation, and now I'm kind of coming back around and discovering that we can use modulation in the context of this style of music, especially that ambient, worship tone, edge of breakup. You know the style that I like. I can use these micro movements through these modulation effects, through these modulation pedals, to create what feels like a really wide path. I got this really wide signal. It feels wide, but I'm not adding any width to my stereo path. It's just these micro movements in it that give this impression like I've added some width to my path. And so I'm really liking it. I'm really liking it, especially in the context of my ambient sound. And here it is without the ambient. It sounds cool there too. There's just that subtle micro movement that's happening. Now, I actually ended up placing the vibrato in front of my amp, in front of my drive, in fact, because if I send it into my amp and into that drive, it's naturally getting some compression from those two. So it makes it more subtle. If you put it in after, again, I say it all the time, all tone is relative. So it's whatever you want. There's no rules. If you put it in after, you can hear it's not as compressed. That the vibrato itself is not getting compressed, so it's a little more defined. Where I like it in front, because I like getting that. I like the vibrato itself, the bending of those notes getting hit with the natural compression from that Mythic drive and my Blues Junior amp there. So vibrato, what is it? So vibrato was actually a byproduct of chorus. What they discovered is if you do just the effect, no dry signal, no delay line, just the pitch movement, That's what vibrato is. So if you take all that other stuff off that a chorus has, and you just have the pitch movement, the pitch modulation alone, that is what vibrato is. And so obviously it's going to get its name from natural vibrato, like when you bend your string. Players have their own unique vibrato that they do. It's kind of recreating that using an LFO to give you that rate and that depth of how fast it's going to bend that pitch up and down. So that's why we're going to have controls like rate. How fast is that LFO going to move that, right? How fast is it moving? You can hear the wobble is really quick. Now, I, for one, any timed effect, any modulation, anything that has time, I always use the tap divide. I'm using the BPM of the song, so I use the tap BPM on the Tone Master Pro to tap out the tempo of the song, and then that's going to set the rate for that effect. That way my effect is always in time with the song. There's nothing drives me more crazy than hearing someone with a delay pedal that the delay is not matched to the time of the song. They just have it set at some rate and it doesn't match at all, and you've got the repeats hitting on the wrong beats, and nothing drives me more insane. So I always use my BPM when I can with timed effects. I like the dotted eighth on this this Boss VB2. I like it there. It just feels, to me, it feels good. And you can see I've got a decent amount of depth. So again, the depth is how wide is that pitch bend? How far is it pitching it up, and how far is it pitching it down? That's a pretty decent amount in my opinion, 40%. But because I've got that natural compression going, it doesn't feel I'm not getting like that super seesaw effect going. It's just this kind of nice steady flow. And then rise time is how quickly it I don't want to say that it's not like the effect is fading in, but it's how quickly it gets to that full depth of the vibrato. So I put a little bit on that, 1.4 seconds, and I think that feels pretty good. And again, it feels really wide. It just feels wide because we're adding these micro movements. And with that ambient in there, I think it adds some character, adds something to that tone that I'm really liking. So be sure to try it out. If you are a Tone Master Pro user, that preset will be in the cloud. You can just search Worship Calling if you have access to the Fender Cloud. Check it out, download it, try it out. Be sure to check out the website, worshipcalling.com. Got all kinds of free tools for guitar players out there. More tools coming. Some ones I'm really excited about. Cannot wait to share. But there will be more details on that. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out. And come along for the ride as we go through all the different modulation and how we can use them, especially in the context of edge of breakup, ambient, worship guitar, without sounding like we're in some 80s music video. With that, make every strum count. I'll see you guys next time.